Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's WHITEBOYRADIO, man, back with another one. And for this one here, if you see the title, it's pretty crazy. It's a little different of a story. I've been sitting on a gem for a while. It's not a personal prison story. It is on some real, true crime type of stuff. I was in prison when this happened, just not at this prison. So let's get into it, man. This is 2013 at Franklin Correctional. Okay. It is a pretty huge story here in Florida. It's crazy what happened here. I'm gonna pin the actual story. I'll pin in the description or the pinned comment. So check that out so you could hear your version. Don't take my word for it. Listen to it. But so here's the gist of what happened. There's two dudes and they had life sentences. They pulled one of the craziest schemes ever, man. They literally filed fake documents, fake court documents at that, and filed it through the court system, matching a judge's signature. Okay, these guys have life sentences, releasing them right out the door. Okay, this is out of Franklin. These dudes were one was black and one was Puerto Rican-ish. Okay, they look they both look Puerto Rican from the photo, from the thumbnail. But I remember being in prison, and it makes absolutely no sense why we got locked down. But this always happens when these guys escaped from Franklin. Okay, it's 4 or 5 hours away from the facility that I was housed in, and they locked us down as if the two dudes that escaped with a life sentence were going to come into the prison that we were at. I mean, it makes no sense. This type of stuff happens when these type of things rarely happen, but when somebody's missing or the count's messed up or whatever, or in a situation like this, what logic does that make? But it's just how it goes. These dudes, they didn't escape out the kitchen. They didn't, go the Airmark route. They literally went the legal route. And if you watch the clip that I pinned, the judge that they stole his signature from literally gives them credit. It's nuts, man. It is nuts. When you watch the clip from the news, they're gonna tell you that two guys escaped. They both had life sentences. They both killed somebody, and they were both from the Orlando area. Okay, they're gonna break down this case, but I'm gonna give you the inside case that I knew of from inmate.com, which you won't get from the news, or maybe if you search hard enough, you may find what I'm about to tell you. I don't know, not the clip that I'm pinning, but I will tell you that when they got released, which was brilliant, it was brilliant how they did it. It was brilliant how they did it. The reason that they got caught afterwards was because here in Florida, I'm sure it's like this everywhere. I don't know, leave it in the comments. If you have somebody, or somebody that's in jail or prison, right? And they're actually your friend or your family, your coworker, whatever it is, there's a little thing you can go on the website and click. It's like a victim thing. So if you're a victim of a crime, you can click on that, and whenever that inmate gets moved around, transferred, or whatever, you're going to get a notification to your phone. The reason I know this is because every old lady, everyone's wife and girl does this, for their dude. So when they get transferred, they know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody utilizes this. The victims of the murder got notifications on their phone that they've been released. Okay, just think about that for a second. Imagine somebody in your family was murdered, and 1,000% that the person who killed your family member is in prison for life without a possibility of parole and doing a life sentence. and then you get a notification on your phone, and it says they've been released. These guys were well out on the run, you know, and both families got notifications, and both families end up calling Franklin and like, what is this, a joke? What's going on? And that's how it went down. That's how they got caught, because these dudes did such a legal. It really was brilliant, man. They did such a brilliant job of filing the documents and going right out the front door that it was legally. It wasn't like it was it wasn't like a normal escape. When you hear about escapes and stuff, dudes will do whatever they got to do to get out, and then how they get caught is different, because when COs go around and do count, there's one or two guys missing out of the total number of inmates. These dudes took themselves off the master roster. It really was brilliant, man. This is well thought out. That was the first thing that you're not going to find in the pin information. And I'm going to go ahead and pin two different sources of this story. Okay, one I remember watching was ABC News, and I'll do another one. The second thing that you're not going to find in anything that I pin is both these guys were from Orlando. Okay, one was from Orlando, and one was from Orange County. Okay, it's the same thing, same county. Okay, they had ties with that home team clique. Okay, I've told a few stories a while back with X-Men. Okay, these guys had ties with the X-Men on the inside. And this thing was think about this whole story. This is very, very well thought out. They had ties with the X-Men. This is another inmate.com that you won't find in the news. It's just like the video I did about the white supremacist gang. You're getting an aspect here from the media and somebody who has been in. And this is the same. Apply that to this situation. And inmate.com. Look, inmate.com, everybody jokes about that. Okay? Inmate.com, because it's gossip. It's like a gossip website is the the butt of the joke. But on this one, everything was true as far as inmate.com goes. This is a well thought out, very, very, very. These guys did a brilliant plan, man. I mean, it's insane. We're gonna take a listen right quick to the to some of this stuff about the pin. I usually would add this clip or mix it in, but unfortunately, because of the copyright stuff, fair usage, I can't. But just take a listen.
Murderers who escaped in a unique, clever fashion. In 1998, Joseph Jenkins killed the father of 6 children in Orlando. Charles Walker fatally shot a 23-year-old man in Orange County a year later. They should be serving life sentences, but they walked out of this Florida prison free because someone tricked corrections officials. Someone filed these fake documents with a Florida court clerk who...
All right, that's all I'm going to play, man. It is insane how clever this was, man. It really was. I'm going to pin this stuff in there, man, but I want to touch on something right quick. This type of stuff does not really happen. Look, I can sit here and break down all my prison stories, which I'm gonna on this channel, but I've said a few things before pertaining to certain subjects, and when it comes to rape, okay, in prison, yes, it happens, man. It happens, but it's very rarely that you see that. It's not like the movies, okay? It's not like the movies. It does happen, but it's not like the movies. There's too many willing homosexual people in there for there to be rape, okay? That's that aspect of it, okay? The whole drop the soap thing. Come on. This is movies, okay? And escape. Look, escape is it very rarely happens. Besides this video, I spoke about one person that I knew to actually escape. Okay, I did a whole video on him, Mr. Chandler. I'll put it in the end screen, one of my earlier videos. He's still alive. I posted in the member section a picture of him to go with the story. However, everybody thinks about it. Everybody thinks about it. I think the reason that nobody escapes is because you're gonna get time waxed on you for doing this, okay? Not only that, it's not easy. I'm sure anybody watching this video who has done a little bit of county time, 1,000% has thought about that. But you just can't do it like that. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. And this is talking about two lifers. Lifers is for a whole nother video, but I remember sitting on the yard with my bros and somebody asking me, "Hey, Big Matt, if you had life, how would you escape?" And my answer was, I would go to laundry and get a clean white shirt and get a magic marker and draw a big X on the back of it and jump on the fence. Simply saying, I let them off me if I had life sentence because I really would. Okay, but escaping it's not simple, man. And everybody talks about it. People, it just does not happen. Is even as far as attempting escape, man. Very, very rarely. It's the same as the examples that I said just before this, as a stereotype or the whole movie prison aspect of things. So you don't see these type of things, man. And when you hear of one, it's crazy. But to actually be in prison at the time this happened was nuts, because I'm inside. I'm inside that environment. I'm living in a different camp than where they were, but it's crossed my mind. And then to actually learn of all this that I'm telling you, and the brilliance behind how these guys did it. Fake documents. I mean, you're about to watch in the pinned comment a judge saying they get an A for effort. I think he said imaginary or something like that, but it was literally the judge. It's crazy, man. These dudes, and it was kind of weird to find out the facts through inmate.com. I definitely believe that the gang helped them. I definitely believe it. But just like any escape, it's not like The Fugitive. Remember the movie The Fugitive? It's not like that, man. Before I'm making this video for you guys, I was speaking to somebody about this very, very video. And when somebody escapes, just think about that. They got you. It's very hard. Escaping is hard. But to live on the run after the escape is harder. Man, if you were doing time and you got out, either the way that they did or the way that you would think, man, look, you have nothing but the shirt, the clothes on your back, the last meal in your stomach, and that's it. You got to get away from that place, and you need, no matter how you look at it, you're going to need financial help. And man, the feds will be all over your family and friends, all over them. I mean, you have to literally not only escape, but go live a life away from family and friends, and just to be free, okay? That is very hard to do if you think about it. You can't be in contact with your family, you can't be in contact with your friends because they're going to be all over that stuff. And, you can't go live in the area that you know best. You have to go to a whole different... I mean, it is very hard to pull this off and actually do it. These guys got caught. They ended up getting caught. I believe they were out longer than the usual escape status is, and everybody knows if you follow prison escapes and stuff, it's usually 1 to 3 days they're out. That's it, if not the same day. I don't know why everybody. I mean, think about it. It's what we just said. It's when you get out, you're out, and it's got to be stress city, and all you need money. You need to get a phone. You need to do everything, and you don't have anything. And the only person and people that you know and love and care about are getting watched and hawked. Man, it would be very hard Let me know. Tell me about it in the comments. But listen, this is a gem. I've been sitting on it for a while. Franklin Correctional. I'll pin all the stuff. Man, smash that like. Check out the membership if you ain't subscribed. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Share the video, man. It's Team Whitey, man. Stay out. Stay safe. Stay solid. Stay 10 steps ahead of these people, man. And also, I got an outro I'd like everybody to watch, especially the newbies. Until the next one. Who said white boys can't jump? Subscribe. Gotchas.